What's up, everybody? And today we are reacting to 5 incredible military moments caught on camera. This is by Underworld. There will be a link down below to the OG video. Definitely go check that out. Give it a like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Very important that you do that. Before we get started, though, a few little things actually before I get into the question of the day. We're in Texas right now, around the Austin area, and my allergies are through the roof. You might see me sniffling, kind of like eyes watering a little bit. My allergies have been horrific. I haven't had allergies since I was like 10 or something like that. And I get to Austin and I feel like I've been slapped in the face by a truck or something like that. It's horrific. It's horrific. So I'm currently Googling. Apparently, there is specific drops for allergy medicine for Austin. And it turns out, after doing a little bit of cheeky Googling, that Austin, Texas is like the capital of the world for allergies. What? I didn't even know that was a thing. I got me with a tissue, wiping my nose, like I'm some sort of sickling. Is that how you'd say it's sickling? Anyways, rant over. I'm struggling over here. My eyes are watering, and I'm hoping that some good video will take my mind off it. But before we get started, question of the day comes from SnowFox_PL. It says, question, is there going to be any specific Spec Ops on the line? Spec Ops The Line is great if you didn't play it already. So I played like 2 videos, I think. I feel like I'm way... there we go. I feel like... what am I saying? I've done 2 videos of it. 2 videos. And it was one of the games that got copyright claims. Constantly copyright claims when I played it. So I stopped playing it. I would like to carry on playing it. I'm wondering if there's some way that I can get around it. And maybe I could pick that back up again. That would be very fun to play. But for now, it's not on the agenda. We've got a few games in the works right now that I'm looking at playing. We've got the sniper game. We've got maybe Ghost Recon Breakpoint. We're playing a little bit of Warzone while we're here. And I've got some other plans for some specific games in the near future. 2 specific franchise... You might hear my kids in the background. I apologize. 2 specific franchises I'm looking at playing in the near future. Gears of War and Mass Effect. I haven't played either of them franchises, and they're definitely on my radar. Now that I've finished my beloved Halo, my favorite gaming franchise of all time, that's like maybe the next one that I might start. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. And if you do have a question, let me know by leaving it in the comment section down below, and it will be featured in the next video. But for now, let's pop this up. Let's have a little cheeky peek. Let's have a watch, and let's see what it's all about, shall we?
From an unbelievable video showing the moment the Coast Guard intercepted a drug smuggling vessel in the Pacific Ocean, to footage of the United States Air Force conducting ejection seat tests for use in their fighter jets, here are 5 incredible military moments that were caught on camera.
So we should rate them. We'll rate them out of 10. Also, again, the link down below to the OG video. Go over there, give it a cheeky peek and all that good stuff.
The Coast Guard is one of the 6 branches that make up the United States Armed Forces. It has the
6 branches: Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard. What's the other one? Let me know in the comments. You probably already know.
Important mission of protecting ports, maritime borders, inland waters, and the sea from the thousands of attempts at illegal immigration, weapons smuggling, and human trafficking, among other things.
Sheesh.
On June 18th, 2019, crew members on board the Coast Guard cutter Monroe captured the intense moment when they intercepted a self-propelled semi-submersible vessel in the Pacific Ocean, which they had suspected of smuggling drugs. After repeated failed attempts to get them to stop, the Coast Guard took matters into their own hands, literally jumping onto the vessel and opening the hatch themselves.
That's
all
dangerous.
While floating in the middle of the ocean.
Why are they screaming at a submarine? They're in the submarine. They're not going to hear you, mate. Maybe they would. I don't know. I very much doubt they're going to hear you. It's a small submarine. What's he saying? Can someone translate that in the comment section for me? Nah, you got this. You got this. You got this. Get on it. Plenty of room. Yeah, get right to it. Nice. Look at the gear he's got. Banging on the lid. I'd be careful opening that up. Get your weapon out. Definitely be careful. They're gonna shoot. If they're probably gonna shoot back.
Later,
Ooh.
reports came out that the Coast Guard's suspicions were correct. A staggering 17,000 pounds of cocaine were discovered on board,
Holy cow, that's a lot of cocaine. Oh my
leading
days.
to the arrests of 5 people. In
Wow.
recent years, cartels have grown more creative in their smuggling efforts.
I guess so.
Between May and July of 2019, a total of 14 of these vessels were intercepted. It seems as long as the money keeps flowing in, they will stop at nothing to develop more and more advanced methods and technologies to get their product across.
They found 14 of these vessels. That is unbelievable. Solid 10 out of 10. First video, solid 10 out of 10.
The border.
Solid 10 out of 10, in my opinion. That was brilliant.
Navy tests are vitally important to ensure that a vessel is capable of surviving the many accidents and situations that can arise while at sea.
Can we just say before we get into this, that's a cool looking ship. That is a cool looking ship. You can't deny it. Whether you like the Navy or the US military or anything like that, that is a cool looking ship.
In July of 2016, the Navy conducted full ship shock trials of the littoral combat ship USS Jackson. The test was done by detonating a 10,000-pound explosive charge in the water not far from the ship and measuring how it withstood the blast.
Yep. Whoa! That's a big old bomb right there. Damn. Looks like it survived pretty damn well, didn't it? Let's look at the aftermath. Oh! That was so cool. That is cool. Yeah, just give it a little bit of a rattle, but it seemed okay. That was awesome.
In this instance, the ship performed exceptionally well,
Yeah, it looked
passing
it.
all 3 tests that were done.
That's
Now,
great.
Let's fast forward to June 18th, 2021. The Navy was once again ready to perform shock trials at sea, this time on the USS Gerald R. Ford.
Ooh, size
The
of that!
setting was virtually the same. The only difference was this time they were using 40,000 pounds of explosives
that's a big
instead
one.
of 10,000. And once you see the video, the difference is immediately obvious.
Yeah. Oh my days. Wow. Is there any footage on the ship? That's a big explosion. That is a big explosion. Holy cow. This is a great video. Holy cow, this is great. Is this a different angle of it? That looks small there. Ooh, the rattle though. Wow, that's a big bomb.
Much like the USS Jackson, the Gerald R. Ford performed exceptionally well,
That's great.
demonstrating its durability in the most extreme combat circumstances.
That's great.
And even returning to port under its own power. Now that we've seen a few military moments at sea, let's head over to land and see how the Air Force tests ejection seats using a high-speed rail.
So I like that. I thought that was a solid test. That's something that they do need to do to, like, obviously keep an eye on the durability of the boats. I'm going to give that a solid 10 out of 10 as well. That was a great video. That was a great military video.
The technology behind ejection seats seems rather simple, yet it requires years and years of planning and testing to make sure it operates as intended.
Yep.
No pilot ever wants to have to use such technology.
That's true.
But in the worst case scenario, they want to know it will work. And
Yep.
that's where these tests come into play.
Okay.
Located in New Mexico is the Holloman High-Speed Test Track. It's a railway system set up by the Department of Defense
In New
to
Mexico.
conduct a wide variety of experiments. On May 23, 2018, the Air Force attached 2 fighter jet cockpits to the rail with test dummies in the seats. After a brief countdown, the test commenced, and about 10 seconds later, the ejection seats were activated.
Imagine the G's on that. Go on. Get him out of there. Whoa! Did they hit the deck?
Another test done at the site occurred on May 20th, 2019, but it was not for an ejection seat. On this day, the Air Force was testing a hypersonic sled, which footage shows traveling at Mach 8.6, or 6,599 miles per hour.
Holy
To put
cow!
this into even greater perspective, that is over 1 mile per second.
Wow, 1 mile a second? That's 1 mile a second. That's how fast it's going.
Test track provides scientists and engineers with a platform to perform a variety of experiments to obtain valid data on problems that could not be solved without testing. Thanks to advances in technology and human ingenuity, today these tests can be carried out using dummies,
Yeah.
which was not always the case.
I bet it
Back in the
wasn't.
day, real humans were used, and the forces they were subject to were so great, an alternative was needed.
Yeah.
Now, this track lives in infamy for the various experiments that have been conducted there.
I bet. That one was good. I wouldn't say it was good as some of the others. I'm going to give it a solid 9 out of 10 because of that speed one, the one that went super fast. I really like that.
One of the most versatile means to increase the flight duration and autonomy of military aircraft is aerial refueling. This incredible operation, performed daily by the Air Force, allows military
I've
aircraft
seen this.
to
I've
stay
seen
in the air
this.
as long as needed. Yet, few are
It's like plane
fortunate enough
sex.
to have the privilege of witnessing the process for themselves, such as this one recorded at Hurlburt Field in Florida. On September 7th, 2016, the air crew of the...
Can I just say my eyes are watering so bad from allergies right now? Look at me. Look at me. Woo! It's like I'm crying. These videos are so good at making me cry.
15th Space Operations Squadron conducted a refueling of the CV-22B Osprey, a military aircraft that is capable of vertical landings, short landings, and is designed to combine the functionality of a helicopter with the high-speed capabilities of a cruiser.
That's
this
cool.
footage shows the extreme precision needed to handle a refueling
Yeah,
mission.
the skill you need to do that is unbelievable, isn't it? To align them two together. Never mind the aerodynamics between the two vehicles being so close as well. Like, there's things that I'm so out of touch that even I won't know is a variable in getting this right. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, the amount you got to get right to do that. Jeez. Then you got to hold it while it puts the frigging gas in there. That's nuts, isn't it? And then they're just like, all right, cheers for that. I'm going to crack on. Oh, it's going back for a second. No, it's not going back for a second.
The history of aerial refueling dates back nearly a century, with the first documented successful attempt taking place in 1923. Since then, the technology...
1923? They did it then? That's incredible. I thought this was a relatively new thing.
...has obviously grown by leaps and bounds. It is performed by various different types of aircraft, making it an invaluable tool on the battlefield.
I want to know what it looked like in 1920. Surely, with it being like old, surely they did some crazy stuff where a guy like jumped out with a hose and like plugged it in and then like... Because they do really wacky stuff back then.
And quite the spectacle for us watching at home.
All right, bonus. I'm going to give that one a solid 9 out of 10 as well. Fantastic, skillful, not a crazy cool video though. Like, it's cool, like you get to see it, like, you know what I mean? I've seen it a few times though, that's all.
The United States is rarely alone when conducting military exercises.
That's true.
It is common for them to work with their allies many times each year.
We've done it before.
Drills, training missions, and even simulated combat scenarios.
I've done it with the U.S. military.
On March 31st, 2014, the U.S. Marines, working alongside South Korea, executed a massive amphibious landing at Dokseokri Beach in the city of Pohang. Aerial footage shot that day shows a huge fleet of vehicles departing ships and heading for the coastline.
So if you know the Royal Marines, right, what I was in, the British Royal Marine Commandos, this is our bread and butter. This is our bread and butter right here. So seeing this is very cool.
Before reaching the beach, smoke screens are activated in a coordinated effort to simulate shielding the vehicles from enemy fire, giving this scene an almost post-apocalyptic appearance.
Yeah. Beach landings are the Royal Marines' bread and butter, so this is super cool. Okay. Oh, look at that. So cool. That is impressive. I wonder who's who here. Which ones are the South Koreans and which ones are the Americans? I'd love to know that. There's a guy falling behind there. Speed up a bit, mate. Interesting. Oh! Smoke screens, something? Very cool. Them dudes best get back. They didn't give a crap, did they? What vehicles are they? That is very impressive. Very impressive.
Exercises like these are
Ooh,
done to
hovercrafts.
demonstrate the amphibious and expeditionary capabilities of these vehicles,
Yeah.
while also training troops and improving partnerships between allies.
That's true.
First
That's
developed
true.
during the 1920s and 30s, these machines are perhaps most known for their use in World War II.
Yep.
Since then, they have been updated and enhanced greatly, making them some of the most useful, dangerous, and feared vehicles in the world today.
Okay, so that's my bread and butter. That in the Royal Marines Commandos, beach landings were like literally our thing. That's what we did. So I'm going to give that a solid 10 out of 10. This is a great video. This whole thing's fantastic. What a great video to choose.
During the 1950s and 60s, the United States conducted hundreds of nuclear tests, the purpose of which varied greatly from one test to another. In the 1950s specifically, the Department of Defense was working on a new type of weapon that was versatile and easy to use on a battlefield.
Okay.
It was the M65 atomic cannon.
Okay.
What set this cannon apart from other
The M65 atomic cannon. What a name.
already in use was its ability to fire a nuclear warhead.
Wow.
On May 25th, 1953, at 8:30 a.m., the first atomic cannon was tested at a Nevada test site.
Wow.
The 280-millimeter warhead traveled for a distance of 7 miles before exploding.
7
resulting
miles!
In the successful detonation of the first and only nuclear projectile to ever be fired from a cannon.
What? 7 miles. Boom. Oh, that is terrifying. Great video. That's 7 miles away. Holy cow, look at that
Following
mushroom
this,
cloud.
20 total cannons were built at a cost of roughly $800,000 each. They were then
Wow.
deployed to Europe and South Korea, where they were frequently moved to avoid detection by enemy forces. However,
Makes
it
sense.
wasn't long before these devices became obsolete due to limited range and the development of new atomic weapons.
That makes sense because you've obviously got things that can go way further now through, like, you know, I feel like the technology has advanced so much in like the last 10 years alone that we've got things that can go like way up into, like, I don't know, like the stratosphere or something crazy like that, and like be undetected and then come down. Let me know more if you know more about these atomic bombs. I know that they could go like across the planet at this point, so let me know if you know more about that. Also, there's someone mowing outside. I apologize about that. It's so annoying. It's probably why my allergies are bad. It's that guy. Get him, Steph. Get him. Go get him. Send our kids on him. They'll destroy him.
Now, only 7 units remain in the world, all of which are on display and not in use.
Wow.
If you enjoyed this video and
I
want to
did.
see more just like it,
I
then
do.
be sure to click the link on screen now.
I will.
And with that, thank you for watching, and be sure to tune in next time.
I will. Guys, there'll be a link down below to the OG video. Go check it out. That was absolutely fantastic. Genuinely really enjoyed that. That last one, I'm going to give a solid 9 out of 10 because I've seen quite a few new like videos before. It's nothing really special, but it was cool. But what a great video. That was fantastic. It really was. It's making me shed a tear. This isn't my allergies. It's the video making me shed a tear. Members, you're beautiful. You're amazing. I love you. I love you. I couldn't do this without you. I honestly couldn't make videos every single day if it wasn't for these beautiful people right here. So thank you for supporting the channel as much as you do. I truly appreciate it. Even if I get my tongue twisted while saying it. Genuinely do appreciate it. And we're going to get some live streams in very soon where we get to play with you guys as well. Like we did the other day. Playing Warzone with one of the members was fantastic. Go away! Can you hear that? Get out of here! What a knob. Anyway, Links down below to all my socials, including my merch. If you want to buy some merch, you get a private video sent to you by me. It is a ton of fun. Check that out as well. And until the next video, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.